Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I'm really excited about because they are doing something that they have never done before. And what I want to say about this move is, well done Raid, right? It's not very often that we get the chance to say, well done Raid, well done Plarium for what they're doing. And this one's 100% one of those moments where I'm really happy that they decided to do this. So what am I talking about? Maybe you've already seen some videos from other content creators, but I wanted to, make a video on it myself, especially because I'm one of the people affected by what they're doing. So what am I talking about is the fact that they're doing 3 Mythic Champion buffs. You heard that right, Mythic Champions are getting some buffs, and we all know that some of these ones are like, a little bit underwhelming, like, they come across like they would be something really good, but not quite, right? Not quite. So I guess let's just jump straight into it because there's 3 of them, and it might be a little bit of a longer video. So first of all, the first one that will get a buff is going to be Frolni the Mechanist, okay? So unless they have their whole kit changed, I'm not gonna go through all of it. I'm just gonna go through like what gets changed. So if you look at him, first of all, it says in his main form, the Seismic Quake will get a damage increase. So that one's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We don't know exactly up until we see the actual multipliers what this one's gonna be, right? This one says ignores 5% defense for each buff on himself, on this champion. So it kind of like a little bit the same way as Narcissus has it, just Narcissus has on his day 3 10%, so I guess this is good. If you have lots of buffs, he can hit pretty hard, but it seems like he wasn't hitting hard enough because he gets a damage increase. Then the next one, Bloody Larceny, attacks when he steals 2 buffs, okay, cannot be resisted, if it crits, repeats the attack. So basically, this one's a double hit, again, damage increased, so again, another one of those that just did not have enough damage, right? Considering that he's an HP damage dealer, I guess in this form, he wasn't hitting hard enough. And then the next one, Exterminate the Weak. AoE damage, this skill increases, damage of this skill increased by 30%. This champion's max HP is higher than each target's max HP. And normally he should, right? Because he has his HP base and he has a high base HP, plus he gets more HP from... Is it this one? Increases champ max HP and 20, okay, whenever the champ kills an enemy. So this one can go higher. So for him in the base form, just straight up damage increase on all 3 of them. And then if we go on the alternate form, it's same thing. See, it says the pulverizing procedure. Which one is it? This one gets more damage. Honestly, this one's more of a supportive one, so I don't think this one's gonna matter as much, but that's pretty much what they're doing for Frolni, right? Just straight up damage increase. Now let's move over to the next one. The next one's gonna be Mezomel. Another one that honestly, when she came out, I looked at her and I'm like, she's gonna be arena meta. She has block revives, right? On her, what is it? Yeah, this A2 block revive. And then, it seems like she was gonna have an amazing kit, but it didn't turn out to be like that, right? She was pretty underwhelming. So for her, in the main form, Moonclaw damage increase, which is the A1, that places decreased defense, that's pretty good. Damage increase on that. Then Scarlet Crescent, which is this one, attacks one enemy 2 times. Okay, this one gets some change, so let's see. Right now, ignore Stone Skin, Strengthen, Ally Protection, Shield, places block revive if the target is killed. It's gonna change to, first of all, get the damage increased, which is what you want, right? Since she's gonna be a block revive, you want this to hit pretty hard. But also attacks one enemy 2 times, will ignore 15% target's defense, as well as all the 4 buffs I mentioned, places block revive. So the fact that it increases the damage and she's gonna ignore more defense is definitely gonna make her a better option for arena to block revive stuff. So that's a good change, I'm really happy. Then if we move into the alternate form, again, Spirit of the Pack, this one gets damage increase, so AoE attack will not trigger counterattacks, places extra hit on enemies under True Fear, so this could be interesting paired with other people, or she can place the True Fear herself, so that can be pretty good. Then also Life Shredder, AoE attack, places True Fear, will not trigger counterattacks, will ignore unkillable and block damage. This one also gets a damage increase. So for Frolni and Mezomel, pretty straightforward, damage increases, plus she gets a little bit of defense, ignore on the A2. So yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me know if you're one of the ones that own one of these two champions, if you're happy about these or not. And now Number 3, the one that I'm most excited about, because from my point of view, this is the worst one, honestly. From the batch, from all the mythics that we have, maybe the undead one, because I haven't played, I haven't looked at his kit much. But from my point of view, the worst one of all the mythics arguably was Aidus the Hivelord, right? He was so bad. He was the only mythic that I actually pulled, right? Apart from fusing Milady Mikage, I fused that. I pulled Aidus, and I was really sad because his kit just sucks. It's like he's a decent damage dealer, but that's not what you want from a mythic, right? You don't want a decent damage dealer. You want somebody that's game changing, considering the fact that mythics are kind of like, you know, they're the new thing. They're the power creep. The thing that power creeps the game. So this one's gonna be lots of stuff. So brace yourself. So let's start. Main form. Blank Cut is the A1. Right now attacks one enemy, places Perfect Veil on the ally with the highest attack for 1 turn. Pretty simple, pretty meh. After the buff is gonna be damage increased, first of all, amazing, so getting more damage. Also, attacks one enemy, places decreased defense, debuff for 2 turns, just straight up 100% places it, obviously if you have the accuracy. Also places Perfect Veil on this champion for 1 turn. I feel like that's better because that's gonna give him some self-sustain. So putting Perfect Veil on himself is 10 times better than the ally with the highest attack, right? Which obviously it might be him, but it might not. So I like that change. A1's perfect. Then the A2, Umbral Stingers, attacks all enemies before attacking, places increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, then increase duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. Okay, 3 turn cooldown, this is pretty good. It's gonna change to, first of all, again, damage increase. Yes, I love it. Then also, it will, apart from getting the increased attack still there, AoE still there, will ignore 25% of the target's defense if they are not under a HP burn debuff, will ignore 50% of the target's defense if they are under an HP burn debuff, and then does the debuff extension. So this one sounds like he's gonna hit so hard. It sounds like it's gonna be amazing. Maybe what I should do, let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do that. Maybe I should build him, you know, give him a merciless build, I guess, just for the sake of testing his damage, because he has AoE and AoE. I should do a damage test, build him, you know, use him on Nightmare Hydra, see how much damage he does now, and then once they do the change, which I'm hoping to be in a week or 2 max, once they do the change, do a video again and see what's the difference. That's gonna be, you know, that's something I'm really curious about. Then the next one, Blister Bug Horde. Okay, right now AoE attack instantly activates HP burns. If they're not under HP burn, places HP burn debuff on them for 2 turns. My question or my curiosity with this is, I guess something I'm gonna have to test, is does it work in a way of like he does the AoE attack, he activates the HP burns, let's say it clears the HP burns from the targets. If they have no HP burn after he activates them, does he place those HP burns afterwards, right? Because that would make him even better, right? Does the HP activates the HP burn and then places them? So that could be really, really cool if that's the way that it works, especially if you have like another burner in the team. So what's gonna happen is damage increase, right? Also, damage increases by 25% against targets under any debuff. So he's gonna straight up get more damage, but he's also gonna do 25% more damage against targets with any debuffs. That's huge. 25% is a lot, right? That's a lot. I'm really excited about this. Okay, so that's the base form. Now let's go into the alternate form. Let's look on the A1. Attacks one enemy, places increased accuracy buff on the ally with the lowest accuracy for 2 turns. It's gonna change to places increased accuracy buff on the ally with the highest accuracy for 2 turns and fills their turn meter by 10%. This kind of makes me think that this is good for something like Arena, right? Because like the ally with the highest accuracy, you would normally already have enough accuracy for PvE content, but for the sake of Arena, this could be cool because you might not have enough accuracy, then you might face high resist champs. If he does that A1, that could be really helpful. So that's pretty good. Obviously, I think he can be himself. He doesn't say he cannot be himself, so that's really nice. And I think, again, keep in mind that this one can work on, like, you know, counterattacks or ally attacks, so that could be pretty cool. Then the next one, Putrid Cocoon. Right now attacks all enemies, places stun debuff on enemies for 1 turn, places 2 continuous heal buffs on all allies for 2 turns if no stun debuffs are placed by this skill. Yeah, that sounds so bad. It's like either stun or other places continuous heal is just meh. It's gonna change to attacks all enemies, places a stun, same thing. Also places 2 continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. So that's the perfect fix. Instead of being one or the other, it's both. That's a really, really good change. Well done, Raid. Well done. Then next one, Behold the Beast. Places provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. Also places strengthen buff on him and increase defense on all allies for 2 turns. So again, this one could have been interesting to like make him a mischief tank with that strength on himself and AoE provoke, so that was pretty decent. But after change is gonna be same thing, provoke on all enemies for 1 turn, also places a 25% strengthen buff and increase defense on all allies. So instead of being strengthened just on himself, it does strengthen and increase defense on everybody. I feel like that's better, right? I feel like that's better because you could just make another mischief tank if you're gonna use him in this second form. You can just make somebody else as a mischief tank. So I like the change. What do you think? Do you think they should have left this the way it is so he could be a mischief tank, or do you think they should have done this change is good? I'm kind of happy with this. It kind of makes him viable for Demon Lord, right? Okay, and then the next one, Entomophobia. When attacked has a 100% chance of placing weakened and 35% chance to place stun. Increases the champion's defense by 1 point for every 2 points of attack when in their alternate form, which is amazing because you're going to build them with high attack, so that could be cool. What they're going to change is going to be, the only thing that's going to change this one, instead of having a 35% chance of placing a stun on the attacker, it's a 40%. It's not a massive change, but still, you know, it can be helpful. But I don't know about you guys, but I'm really happy, especially because I own them. I'm really happy about these changes. I'm really happy that they do the buff. So, you know what? Well done, Raid, again. I'm happy that I can say, again, it's not as often that I can say well done, Raid, well done, Plarium, but well done. This is a massive change. This is really good. And this is something that should happen more often, right? If you're not gonna nerf some people that definitely need to be nerfed, then buff more champions, and buffing mythics as well. 3 of the worst ones got the buffs. I'm really happy they're doing it. Well done. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're happy about this one, if this is something that, you know, it affects you or not, because I'm really curious. I'm really curious how many people actually have them and they're gonna be like, yes, I'm so happy that they're buffing Aidus, like, you know, the same way that I am. So happy they're buffing him because now he's gonna be more useful. But anyway, guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.